Welcome to this lesson on circular measurements. Now what we'll have there is a circle where we'll have an angle subtended at the center of the circle. Now let me give you a brief characteristics of the circle I have there. I have what we call the sector of the circle. The sector of the circle usually subtends an angle. In this case, it subtends an angle theta. And then you have the radius, which is the line that is drawn from the center of the circle to the circumference. And you also have the other radius. But now what do you call this line here that touches the circumference but does not cut at the center of the circle? It's called a chord. And so this chord divides the circle into two parts where you have this minor segment and the major segment. So this is a segment. This is another segment. So you have the minor segment, you have the major segment. But what I'm concerned about is the sector. Again, you also have two sectors here. You have the minor sector, which is this one I see here. If this is the center of the circle, let's define it as O, then OXY is the smaller sector. And so this, we'll call it a minor sector, while this could be called the major sector. Now here I have the arc XY, which I label as L. That's the length of the arc. Now, it's important we know this because we're going to use the knowledge of what you have now to solve some questions in circular measurement. But before then, let's talk about radians and degrees. This is one topic we should get to know very well. It's easier for us to solve questions when you are given angles in degrees, but sometimes what about if you're given a radians? Well, you can only know what to do if you understand the conversion from degrees to radians. And that's what I have here now. 360 degrees is equivalent to 2 pi in radians. This means that pi in radians is 180 degrees. So 180 is equivalent to pi. Recall, ideally in mathematics, pi is 22/7. But now we are discussing in terms of radians here. The radian here, equivalent to degree, it's 180 equal to pi. For 90 degrees, it is pi divide 2. For 60 degrees, it is pi divide 3. For 45 degrees, it is pi divide 4. For 30 degrees, it is pi divide 6. You know what we're going to do now is to show you how to convert from degrees to radians and from radians to degrees. If you understand the conversion process, then this becomes easy peasy. So let's begin now by learning how to convert from radians to degrees and degrees to radians, vice versa. Now let's start from converting degrees to radians. There's a formula that can guide us in converting from degrees to radians. It's important you memorize this formula. It's going to guide you. It's not difficult to remember. The formula is t to the degree is equal to 2 pi divide 360 and multiply theta in radian. Now, what does this mean? How do we apply it? Now, let's see an example. The first question there is to convert 60 degrees to radians. So what do? This will be 2 pi divide 360 multiply theta. That's the formula. And theta is the angle. In this case, the angle is 60 degrees. So if you divide this, the 0 cancel the 0, the 6 will cancel 36 to be 6. I'll be left with 2 pi. You see, it's important that you know how to divide this way so that you can get your answer in radians with pi still included in your answer. If you decide to use your calculator, it's going to give you in decimal fraction. You may get confused on what you're actually doing, but this method can be easy. Cancel it gradually to get your answer. So the answer is pi divide 3. Now recall earlier we stated that 60 degrees is equivalent to pi divide 3, and that's what I have there. Let's try another one. Let's assume I have 90 degrees. I'm to convert this to radian. Still the same process. This will be 2 pi divide 360 multiply 90 degrees. This 0 will cancel the 0. This 9 will cancel 36 to be 4. And this will give you 2 pi divide 4. This 2 will cancel this 4 to be 2. And you finally have in pi divide 2 in radian. And that's what we had earlier. That 90 degrees is equivalent to pi divide 2. Well, let's do one that I did not include among the ones I gave you. And this is 120 degrees. I'm to convert this to radian. It's going to be 2 pi divide 360 multiply 120 degree. This will cancel this. This 12 will cancel 36 to be 3. So here I'm left with 2 pi divide 3 in radian. So that is the value of your answer. You cannot simplify more than that. Now let's look at the other parts, the other side, which is converting radians to degrees. Now it's a formula that will guide you. The formula is not a little bit different from the formula we're using converting degrees to radians. All you need to do is just to exchange the numerator and the denominator. That's all. So that if you remember the formula for converting from degrees to radians, then you cannot remember the formula for converting from radians to degrees. All we did here is to put the denominator as the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator. That's what we did here. That's all. That's the only difference. And instead of your answer to be in radian, it's going to be in degree. So let's see an example. Let's assume I have question number 1. I'm asked to convert pi divide 4 to degree. So what do? Is to apply the formula, which is 360 divide 2 pi multiply. The theta now is this, which is pi divide 4. So this pi will cancel this pi. This 4 will cancel 360, and that is 90. And so this will give you 90 divide 2. If you divide again, so the final answer to this question is 45 degree. That's it. Let's try number 2. Number 2, I have pi. I'm to convert this to degree. It's going to be 360 divide 2 pi multiply pi. This pi will cancel this pi. I'll be left with 360 divide 2, and this 2 will cancel 360, and that gives me 180 degrees. Now remember, pi is equivalent to 180 degrees, so that's what we'll have. Now let's do an example which is not among what we've done before, and this is 5 pi divide 6, and I'm to convert these to degree. Still the usual process. 360 divide 2 pi multiply 5 pi divide 6. So this pi will cancel this pi. It's gone. The 6 will cancel this, and it's going to be 60 here. So I'm left with 60 divide 2 multiply 5. I have to take it gradually so that I don't make a mistake. 2 divide, and 2 here will give me 30. So I'm having 30 multiply 5, which is 150 degrees. So again, it's very easy, not difficult. Now let's look at length of arc. What is the formula for solving for the length of arc? It is theta over 360, or theta divide 360 multiplied to pi radians. Now we'll have a question in which we can apply this. We are to find the length of an arc of a circle with radius 45 millimeter when the angle subtended is 85 degrees. So what I do is to look for or use the formula L, which is length of arc, theta divide 360 multiply to pi radius. In the case the angle is 85 degree, divide 360 multiply 2. Here our pi is 22 over 7 and the radius is 45. If you use your calculator to solve this, multiply the numerators and then divide it by whatever you have here, the denominators, you're going to have 66.8 millimeter. So use your calculator and see if you get this as the answer to your question. If you do, that means you are correct. Now the next one is the area of a sector. The formula for solving for area of a sector, it's area equal to theta divide 360 multiply pi radius square. Now let's apply this formula by solving the question below. Find the area of a sector that subtends an angle at 130 degrees and the radius is 35 meters. So the formula area equal to theta divide 360 multiply pi radius square. So let's see what we're going to have. Our theta is the angle, which is 130 degrees, divide 360, multiply our pi is 22 over 7, or divide 7, multiply r square, radius is 35, multiply 35. So what you do here is to multiply the numerators, and then you divide it by the value of what you're going to have in the denominators. Your answer is supposed to be 1,390 meters square. So if you have this as your answer, it means you are correct. So thanks for watching. If there's a question you want me to solve, please put it in the comment section. If there's a particular topic you want me to talk about, also put it in the comment section. Remember to like the video and share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.